Hello, everyone. I am DB, one of the ring announcers here at DreamWave Wrestling and the host of the Sit Down Marks podcast. You know, DreamWave has always been a home to the top talent on the independents for quite some time now. It's always been a home to some of the top talent across the globe. But what you may not know is it's also a home to some of the up-and-coming, the rising talent on the independents. And before each DreamWave show, there's matches held between these up-and-coming, rising talent stars of the independents. And you've never been able to see those matches until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a YouTube series that focuses on the stars of tomorrow in DreamWave Wrestling. Now, with the help of the Sit Down Marks podcast and DreamWave Wrestling, I present to you the very first episode of the inaugural show of DreamWave Prelude. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of DreamWave Prelude. We're excited for this. My name is DB. I am the host of the Sit Down Marks podcast, and I'm a backstage guy at DreamWave Wrestling and one of the ring announcers there. So to give you a little backstory of the podcast. So we've been doing podcasts for about 4.5 years now. We've been covering all the top wrestling all over the world. But one thing's for sure, we've always been big independent wrestling fans. I've been an independent wrestling fan since 1980. Yes, that's how old I am. It's been a little while, but we've always liked to support the independents. And now with the help of the DreamWave Wrestling and the Sit Down Marks podcast, we're excited to put this new YouTube series together where we're going to focus on the future of DreamWave Wrestling, and we are excited for this. So I want to introduce to you first the guys from the podcast. I'm going to introduce to you first the guy that's been with me for since day one, 4.5 years. Primo he's a military veteran over on the East Coast, and he is excited to be on this show, this adventure with us here. So let me introduce to you formally the editor and producer of the show, Primo.
Hey, thanks, DB. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having this podcast, have this awesome, exciting opportunity with DreamWave. We just are so excited. We can't wait to get it going because we, like you said, we talked about independent wrestling from day one, and we're going to keep talking about it. And what better way for us to support independent wrestling than to be a part of it?
And the third guy on the podcast, if you've been at a wrestling show in the Midwest, you've seen this guy at the show. He's usually got a green hat on, but he is a big supporter and is very knowledgeable of the independent wrestling scene. Please welcome Dylan.
How's it going, guys? Fired up tonight, the debut episode, DreamWave Prelude. Shout out all the guys at DreamWave for trusting us with this. Let's have some fun. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah, we're excited. So what this is there are pre-show matches that are recorded at every DreamWave show and that you haven't been able to see until now. So we're going to be showing you those shows. They're going to be coming out usually a couple weeks after every DreamWave show. So we're going to be showcasing the talent of the future of DreamWave Wrestling. So with that, let's get into it. Here he is, Sabotage Sean Logan. He is in the six-way scramble tonight, looking to etch his name and be one of the up-and-comers and get his name on that main card for sure. Also, we got Theseus, the Lion of Greece. There he is, getting ready to head on in the Knights of Columbus building. It's going to be a big night for Theseus. He's looking to get a win in that six-way scramble. And one of the favorites of LaSalle, they know who this guy is, Matt Hatter. He is one of the local favorites here. He's got to be looking to etch his name as one of the big winners here tonight. So looking forward to this. So, all right, boys. So it's time to get to the opener, man. So Our first match is going to be Ezio Orlandi versus Jordan Cross. Now, both of these guys are looking for wins here in DreamWave, so it's going to be exciting. So let's get into the first match of DreamWave Prelude.
All right, we got Jordan and Ezio in the ring. Jordan on the left of the screen, Ezio on the right.
Sure doing, as we know.
So Ezio pandering to the crowd there early.
Yes, he is.
Face of fear, Ezio Orlandi.
The LaSalle crowd definitely loves Jordan, man. He's looking for a big win tonight. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a win yet in DreamWave Wrestling, so this could be it. This could be the night for him. Well, let's see. Here's your opener for DreamWave Prelude.
What better way to get your first win than by getting it on the first match of DreamWave Prelude?
That's bragging rights right there. To be able to do that would be a big accomplishment for sure.
Oh, it's 2 for flinching there. See Jordan grabbing Ezio's chain there, mocking him a little bit.
Is that even a real chain, you think?
You know, it's hard to say. Like, he seems to break it apart pretty easily.
So this match was recorded on June the 14th at DreamWave. Born for this. This was the first pre-show match. If you ever come to a DreamWave show, make sure you come out early for the DreamWave Prelude taping. Oh, big shoulder block there. Oh, big hip up, big hip up there. Ezio says no. Puts him right back down, yeah. So this is from the Knights of Columbus building in beautiful LaSalle, Illinois. This is the home of DreamWave Wrestling.
Oh.
Nice move by Jordan. Everybody's really pulling for this guy, man. He really needs to get a win here tonight to kind of get that momentum started. You're talking about a guy, Jordan here. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin. You know, he comes from a wrestling family. You know, he was trained by Angel Armani. He's got about 6 years in the business already, but he's inspired to wrestle by his dad, who was Ryan Cross that wrestled for about 25 years. And not only is he a wrestler, you know, this guy's kind of smart, man. You know, he just recently graduated in physical therapy school.
So he knows all the good ways to hurt you there.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's gained a little bit of that experience, too. He's been in the ring with some names like Mustafa Ali and EC3 and John Morrison.
Thank you.
Yeah, all quality names there. Let's talk about Ezio. No, not a lot of people might know about Ezio yet, but you know he calls himself the face of fear. You know, he believes his talent is so great at making him an asset to any company. You know, he's been known to cheat here and there, but when he says he cheats, is when he's at his best. So, you know, we talked about that chain. He always brings that chain to the ring. It's always kind of ends up being a part of his matches. You know, that kind of stuff, but he claims to be the alpha in any room that he walks in. I've seen him wrestle quite a few times over the course of the last few years. He's big in central Illinois and looking to make his way across the rest of the Midwest and the United States here. Big Falcon Arrow there by Jordan Cross, man. That was super smooth.
Two count.
Only 2 there. Once again, you're watching Jordan Cross versus Ezio Orlandi from DreamWave Wrestling's Born for This, June the 14th, 2025. We're getting ready for July the 12th. Next show coming up, Summer Spectacular. Going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the show tonight. Want to thank you guys for joining us for the very first episode of DreamWave Prelude, showcasing the up-and-coming stars and talents of DreamWave Wrestling. Ezio, if nothing else, man, that kid is strong.
He tossed him about 3/4 of the way through the ring right there.
Man, ran right through him.
Big shoulder block. You know, he didn't say, but Ezio looked like he might have a little football background.
I think he also likes to take a little pleasure in beating up a fan favorite here.
He definitely does, man. I know he likes to beat the local hometown guys a lot.
Son of Stevie on
Jordan is definitely needing a big win here today against Ezio to kind of, like I said, kind of get that momentum going. If you've been to a DreamWave show, you probably know that he hasn't had too many wins and is looking to get another win here soon. So today might be the day. Oh, nice miss on the turnbuckle. European uppercut.
Man.
Nice kick to the back there. Jordan's trying to get some momentum started.
There it is. Nice flatliner.
Yeah, definitely a nice flatliner. Could that be it? Ooh, about 2.5 on that one. Once again, you're watching the opener of DreamWave Prelude. We got one more match for you in the main event tonight. A 6-way scramble match. We're going to meet everybody that's going to be in that match here shortly. Thank you again for tuning in, checking us out. We are the Sit Down Marks podcast. All of our podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those podcast platforms out there. We appreciate the support. Want to thank DreamWave Wrestling for letting us be a part of this.
1, 2, on the road, on the road.
Oh, no, man, that was not the way we wanted this match to come out. Ezio with the kind of cheating win there, man. I mean, he obviously comes out and says he's a cheat and then just does it right there in the match. But you got to feel a little bit bad for Jordan Cross here, not coming up with that win and kind of losing in that fashion, right?
Yeah, another one in the L column for him, and that was just a blatant disregard for the rules right there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Make sure you tune in. Will there be another rematch between Jordan and Ezio? We'll just have to wait and see on the next DreamWave Prelude match, see if there's any fallout from that. But, boys, I think it's time now. It's time to get to that main event, man. We got a 6-way scramble coming here for you tonight. 6 competitors, 6 up-and-coming talents on the independents. Let's meet the guys in the scramble match. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sabotage Sean Logan here. And we're wrestling tonight at DreamWave Wrestling. And guess what? We're starting off with a 6-way scramble. And it's time for Sabotage to make a name for himself here in DreamWave Wrestling. So everyone, you better watch out, because Sabotage is coming.
The line of Grease Theseus has been grinding and clawing his way to get on the main card of DreamWave for who knows how long. I'm taking my opportunity tonight. And I'm putting down anybody who gets in my way.
It's not like you people deserve an introduction anyway, but I'll go ahead. I'm the Lone Diamond Jackson King. See, I've been coming to DreamWave for a few years now. I've been in a couple pre-show matches. I've been in a couple good as gold rumbles. It hasn't really worked out in my favor just yet, but that's about to change. Because I'm about to be in this scramble. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to win. There's nothing anybody can do about it. There's nothing LaSalle can do. Not a freaking soul out there. I'm the Lone Diamond Jackson King, and you people are about to remember me.
DreamWave Wrestling. It's about damn time you get to experience what B.A. Malkin is. For over 3 years, I've been perfecting my craft in the world of professional wrestling. And tonight, I get to showcase my abilities to everyone in the Midwest because DreamWave is the place to be.
LaSalle, Illinois. I know you know who I am, but for everybody else, I am your friendly neighborhood maniac, Matt Hatter. And tonight, on the DreamWave Prelude show, I'm going to show everybody that hard work and everything I have put into this place is about to pay off. I am going to be in the first scramble match, and tonight, I'm walking away with that victory and getting pushed up onto that main card.
All right, this is DB. I'm here with Miko. Miko is in the DreamWave Prelude scramble match tonight. Miko, do you have any thoughts on the match tonight?
No.
All right. Well, Miko didn't have a whole lot to say. He wasn't very happy with me coming in and trying to talk to him before the match started. So let's talk about it, boys. We got a 6-way scramble here coming up. The rules are no disqualification. Any pin on anybody will win the match. It just has to be in the center of the ring. And we're excited for this. A 6-way scramble. Who's going to be the very first to get that win? Let's find out here. Let's check it out. In your main event tonight, 6-way scramble. Let's get it. All right, here we go.
All 6 guys. All 6 in the ring. All 6 going at it right off the bell.
Hot start here. Hot start. Lots going on here to start this match. 6-way scramble. All these guys are very hungry.
Out goes Jackson. Out goes Miko.
Man, big throw by BA. BA's on fire here, making his debut.
Reversal by Hatter.
BA from Bloomington, Illinois, the Menace to Society. He's a former pupil of Mad Dog Connolly. He's wrestled guys like Gary J, Mike Outlaw, and Camaro Jackson. But he just went over that top rope by Theseus and Sean. Theseus, the Lion of Greece. He's from Athens, trying to take the big guy Miko down. Ooh, big double clothesline there by Miko.
Little alliance there for a minute by Sean and Theseus.
Big knee by Matt Hatter.
Yeah.
One of the favorites here in LaSalle. They love Matt.
Sean's trying to get back on that main card. He had a good match with Shanley Thomas earlier in the year. Big dive over the top.
There we go, Matt.
Something here.
Yeah, he's trying to get
what do the voices tell him to do here?
The crowd behind him here. Matt from the Wonderland fights the voices in his head that you heard Primo just talking about. He often tries to fight back at them, but it ends up turning into violence.
Oh, big dive.
There's a big spot of violence for Matt Hatter. Oh, Theseus, the only one left in the ring. Looks like he might want a little piece of that action.
Up top. Another big dive, wiped out everybody. Hear the crowd behind Theseus here.
Jackson slams Theseus. We know that's the hardest part of the ring there.
Nice drop kick. Theseus wiped out everybody else. Now Jackson's up here to pick up the scraps.
Who's going to come out on top here?
We see Miko there on the outside. He doesn't look like he's in any hurry to get back in there.
He's kind of playing it smart, trying to do his own thing, playing a little strategery, I guess.
Hatter back in here. Nice kick to the face.
It's about as nice as a kick to the face can be, right?
Exactly. All right. Now Miko's back in here.
Gets him up for a little snake eyes there.
Snake eyes out of the corner.
Miko now, he's had a little change in attitude lately. He's European excellence now. So, he's not the fun-go-lucky, guy that we remember from a few shows back. If you got to see any DreamWave shows, he's been in a couple Good as Gold Rumbles. Primo, 4 of these 6 guys have been on the podcast. So,
Yes,
you can go back and check out any of those available right now on Apple, Spotify, all those podcast platforms out there. Swing and a miss by Theseus. Big shot by Jackson here. Jackson looking to make his name. Stockton, California. He's got a boxing background, trained by UFC veteran Josh Neer. Sean looking to capitalize here. Slingshot suplex. Shades of Holy Blanchard.
Man, there you go. Little line salt.
Beautiful line salt there by Sean.
Oh, man. Knocked his head off.
Knee by B.A. Big knee there. Could this be where B.A. kind of takes over?
Talking about a statement in your debut.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jackson out of it.
Raking the eyes.
Oh, yeah, thumb to the eye. Tornado,
nice
DDT,
move.
sabotage. That's gotta be.
no.
Oh, there's Jackson.
Oh no!
There's Jackson.
Jackson sealed it.
1, 2.
Matt almost
Jackson
got
got
there.
him.
Jackson
Jackson got him.
steals
Jackson stole
the
that.
win. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wild finish there, man. Jackson, it was an awesome scramble there. There was a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, but Jackson kind of capitalized there on the end, man. He jumped right in at the end after Sean had made that move, man. That's a pretty good move there by Jackson. But nonetheless, your first DreamWave Prelude Scramble match winner, Jackson King, boys. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he played a little bit, as we talked about early in the match, a little strategery there. He picked his moment. He threw Sabotage Sean out, and he got the dub. Now, it was almost broke up by Hatter, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, Hatter's probably going to be a little upset. He was about a second too late, but I was able to catch up with Jackson King post-match. Let's see what he had to say.
I told you. I told all of you. I told you. And it's funny, because when I started 5 years ago, I was told I wouldn't last a weekend. I was told I wouldn't make it out of Iowa. I was body shamed, all that other nonsense. Well, I just won the first ever DreamWave Prelude Scramble. Look at me now! Look at me! This is just a small taste of what you're getting, DreamWave Wrestling. Just a small, small taste. I will be back, and that is a guarantee. I will say it one more time. Look at me now!
Like I said, big win for Jackson. Yeah, look at him now, man. Got to be the biggest win of his career so far. Definitely his biggest win at DreamWave so far. Man, if you're Sean or even any of the rest of the guys in it, you got to be pretty upset with Jackson right now to be able to lose like that, right?
Oh, 100%. Sean had it won off that DDT. Hatter just, a split second too late. Theseus was on a roll there right before Jackson got back in the ring. But, the history book's going to show the main event of the first episode of DreamWave Prelude. That's Jackson King picking up the win.
Bragging rights forever.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the fans in LaSalle there sounded like they weren't too happy with Jackson, but he saw the opportunity, he took it, and maybe he can build on that momentum now. But like we were talking about, if you're Sean or Matt or the rest of the guys, there's they can't be happy right now. There's probably going to be some fallout from this, and speaking of fallout, so we'll see what happens. Maybe there might be something else that comes about this. So, but the next show is going to be DreamWave Summer Spectacular. This is the big summer show for DreamWave. You can get tickets at dwtix.net. And, if you're coming out, come out early to see the taping for DreamWave Prelude. But it's going to be a big card. Donovan Dijak is going to be there. He's going up against Connor for the DreamWave Championship. Maggie Lee is putting the women's title on the line against Elena Black, and Primo. There's a WWE Hall of Famer that's going to be there too, right?
Absolutely. None other than Coco Beware himself.
Yeah. So pre-show meet and greet, autograph session, that kind of stuff. It's going to be a party, y'all. It's going to be a beach theme. So, come wearing your flouty shirts, come, wearing your sun hats, your suntan lotion, all that kind of stuff, because this is going to be a big show, and you can get tickets at dwtix.net. That show is going to be in Peru, Illinois, outside of Luz La Grotto, a great Italian restaurant. So you'll have booze, you'll have drinks and food, everything on site there. 3:00 start time, July 12th. So, and just so after every DreamWave show, we're going to be dropping these Prelude YouTube series shows, usually a couple weeks after the show. So make sure you tune in for that and everything coming up in the future. We want to thank everybody for supporting us. We want to thank everybody for, tuning in for the very first show. We want to thank DreamWave Wrestling for just letting us be a part of this and trusting us with showcasing the future stars of DreamWave Wrestling. So, well, that's it, boys. Episode number one in the books for DreamWave Prelude. Looking forward to July 12th. Like I said, if you're there, make sure you come out early and check out everything that DreamWave has to offer. All the DreamWave's past events are on IWTV. That's independentwrestlingtv.net. You can go there and see just about all of DreamWave's old past shows. Looking forward to the future, boys. The future is bright for DreamWave Wrestling. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. Yeah, glad to get this first episode. Big win by Jackson, big win by Ezio. We'll see what happens next. And looking forward to July.
All right, for Primo and Dylan and I am the Dirty Bird. Excited to have the opportunity to do this YouTube series. We'll see you guys next time. I want to give a big shout out to camera guy Nick for that awesome intro video and these still frame pics that we're going to go home here with. So for Primo and DB and Dylan, we're the Sit Down Marks podcast. We'll see you next time.
Adios.